Hi, welcome to English for International Professionals. I'm Robert Connor, the director of the program. Now, a lot of people wonder what they're going to get from this course, or maybe even should I take the course? What I want to do is I want to give you an example or two about what the course can do for you that your other English courses haven't done. And I'm sure you've taken other English courses. You don't get to this point in your career without taking an English course or two. So, what makes this course different? Well, this course is a usage-based course. In other words, not English as a subject, not what grammar point or what word do you know or how many words do you know, but what can you do with the language? What is this is an English as a tool course. So what can you do with your English? And let me give you an example. What if you're in a lecture or a small group discussion and you didn't understand, or you're not sure if you understood, or you thought you understood, but everyone else seems to be talking about a different subject, or everyone else is laughing. What are they laughing at? All right, what are you going to do? You could just sit there and not know. You could withdraw, in other words, say, I'm not going to participate in the conversation anymore. You could say, excuse me, would you repeat that, please? What would you do? I wouldn't recommend any of those. I'd recommend that you do what more American students would do, which this might be the first time that you're interacting with those American students, which would be you ask for a repetition, but you do it in a way that doesn't rewind the conversation. In other words, it keeps the conversation moving. You don't say, hey, stop, I didn't understand, which is what you're doing when you say, would you repeat that, please? And you don't withdraw or just move on without saying something. But what you do is you ask for further clarification, or you say, wow, that's interesting when you said blank. I would like to know more about it. Or when you said blank, I wondered if that was what you truly meant. Or I heard you say this, but did you mean to say this? Another simpler way to do that is say, well, that's very interesting. Could you develop that point more? Or I'd like to explore that point more. Could you provide more details about? So those are all ways that do the same thing as asking someone to repeat, but they keep the conversation moving. I'm not sure if that's what you would have done. You have to decide for yourself. Let me give you another situation. What if you have something and you just know you're entitled to it? For example, what if your test is graded incorrectly and you know that it should be changed? What if you're part of a group project or part of a club and you feel like you're the best qualified for that position? How do you ask in a way that's going to get the job done? Do you have a range of ways to ask? For example, could you ask in a very deferential way? Could you ask in a very aggressive way? What types of ways of asking would be perceived as hostile or even mean-spirited? If you don't have a range of ways, if you don't have 15 ways to ask for something, depending on who that person is, what you're asking them to do, how much of a hassle it is, and what your role is, then you're behind. And so what this course will do is it'll get you prepared. So that first day, you're not learning about English, you're learning about your subject. And hopefully, and I'm sure it will, give you that inner confidence, that confidence that you have to know that yes, I will be successful in this program. Yes, my opinions do matter. And yes, I am a contributing member of this class. So I hope I'll see you there in the English for International Professionals class.